Dan, we're back, and we just got word. We thought going out of the last segment, Hot Like Lava, #1 contenders, that was the match was all about, but we've just heard from the matchmakers, that's not what it's going to be. Instead, we've got a triple threat match for Sizzling Summer Bash tomorrow, the 26th of August, Hot Like Lava. We're going to have Chip Day, hopefully, and Corey Hollis taking on the Cash Vault, the tag team champions. Triple threat tag team match, adding yet more excitement to Sizzling Summer Bash. Can it get any better?
Sizzling Summer Bash, what all the wrestling fans coast to coast are talking about. Everyone wants to be in the Peach State, right here, Middle Georgia, Warner Robins, and Johnny G's Fun Center. Let someone know. Pick up the phone as Thunderbolt Pets. Call somebody and tell them to be at Johnny G's Fun Center in Warner Robins. You never know what's going to happen, who you're going to see. You don't want to miss it.
Well, the stipulation in this particular match we heard about earlier. If Bobby Moore wins, becomes champion, Kyle Matthews gets the automatic rematch at Sizzling Summer Bash. But if Kyle Matthews is able to be victorious and retain the title, a Cash Vault member gets that title match. Could be Bobby Moore, could be the judge,
a mystery opponent, basically, is what it's out there right now. And Kyle Matthews with his hands full this week.
Could be Charlie Cash.
You think Charlie Cash would want a shot at the heavyweight championship?
He's been known to throw his weight around.
Singles competition, but of course Charlie Cash is at ringside.
This match is for the NWA RPW Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first of all the challenger from the Cash Vault, hit for hire, Bobby Moore. He is one half of the NWA RPW Tag Team Champions. He's accompanied at ringside by his manager, Charlie Cash. And his opponent, the defending champion, from Marietta, Georgia, Kyle Matthews. This is a title match, one fall.
Bill, a championship match as we see the heavyweight title in the air. Dustin Robinson, our official.
Did you notice Dustin Robinson got a haircut, by the way? We haven't really pointed that out over the last 2 weeks. Guys, Dustin Robinson has lots less hair now.
Title up for grabs with television time, I presume, remaining in this contest. We will see what happens as we get geared up again for Sizzling Summer Bash tomorrow. What are you waiting on? Get your tickets. Be at Johnny G's for the Bash. Sizzling Summer Bash happens tomorrow, right there on the 26th. Make sure you're there for the action.
And what a card we've already been identified. Micah Taylor, #1 contender match for the heavyweight title against Johnny Swinger. The tag match, the Doc, teaming up with the returning AJ Steele. Still got that eye injury forced on him by Murder One team with J-Rod. Stipulations all over that particular match. Stipulation in this match, but we know Kyle Matthews is going to be involved no matter what goes on there. Mike Posey and Drew Adler, I think they're going to lock up again, a little rematch kind of deal. We know a triple threat for the tag team titles with the Cash Vault taking on Hot Like Lava, taking on Chip Day and Corey Hollis. And you know, with its Rampage Pro Wrestling, there's going to be a whole lot more.
Bobby Moore right in the face of one of our fans at ringside, several actually.
Maybe if we're lucky, we'll have another Rob Adonis segment.
The gospel according to Rob Adonis. I'm sure he'll be at Sizzling Summer Bash in some capacity.
Yes, he will. Telling the truth, as he says. And why would he lie about that?
Collar and elbow tie up here as Bobby Moore grabs the arm, the wrist of Kyle Matthews. Very decorated and very accomplished athlete. Spins through there, grabs him by the leg, takes him down.
Of course, Matthews, 2 times Georgia Technician of the Year, last year's Wrestler of the Year. At Cauliflower Hour, we voted him the future legend within their organization. Honors all over the United States for this young wrestler who literally is traveling all over the United States. And again, it's his start here at Rampage Pro Wrestling and his growth and maturation here that resulted in him becoming the Rampage Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, a goal of his for well over 2 years. He chased that particular title and finally won it, and he's determined he's not going to let it go, at least not without a fight.
Not only has he earned the respect of many of the fans here at our live events, but also those men in the locker room, his peers, his co-workers, so to speak. Kyle Matthews has done that every time he's out there in that ring, he proves himself and why he is so accomplished.
Well,
because he gets it done in the ring.
Very much so. Trained by the legend himself, the Nightmare Ted Allen, who I know is looking down with tremendous pride at this young man that he treated and thought of as his son.
Bobby Moore taking a little bit of time on the outside, coming back in now, and all the action taking place here at Johnny G's Fun Center in Warner Robins, Rampage Pro Wrestling.net. Got the foot of one. Bobby Moore kicks it.
Right there to the leg. You know, there's a lot of places where the fans refer to Bobby Moore as Barney. You know, the I Love You guy? Yeah, that guy. There's another thing, I don't know if you are aware, but Bobby Moore periodically seems to need at certain points of the match to change his elbow pad, and it has had severe consequences for the wrestlers that have been struck with it. The theory is that that elbow pad may well be loaded in some fashion, but no one's been able to examine it because somehow the elbow pad vanishes after each use.
Well, Charlie Cash is there to provide him with any assistance he needs, including fanning him off with his hat. Heavyweight championship action on Rampage Pro Wrestling Television. You'll see this match right here on your favorite television station as well as online. And a quick go behind there by Kyle Matthews. He's got Bobby Moore right where he wants him here. Could he be submit, surrender? Let's see. Dustin Robinson asking the man, and Bobby Moore says no. He's close to the rope, but not quite close enough to grab it at this point.
A lot of pressure on the back in this particular move, and now rolling through, he's got him in a pinning situation with the legs hooked, trying to force the shoulders down. A little early to use that kind of power move against the larger man. Matthews rushes in only to catch a foot in the face, but Bobby Moore makes the mistake of going up high and gets a couple of slaps to the chest for it, and now looks like somebody may go for a ride.
On the second rope there, he is going to the top. Nope.
And it's Kyle Matthews.
Right to the plants the face there to the mat. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg, 1 count. Right back on top, and not going to give him a chance to take a breather and break, nothing like that. Bobby Moore right in his face and into the midsection there, the turnbuckle. Goes Moore with a series of elbows there. What a match we've seen, what a program we've had thus far, and what a lineup for Sizzling Summer Bash. Clothesline there, center ring, goes for the pin. Cover here, just a 1 count. His personal cheerleader is at ringside in Charlie Cash, and a knee there to the back of Kyle Matthews.
Matthews goes into nearly every match, whether it's as a contender, as champion, as something of the underdog. He is quite literally frequently the smaller man in the match, the man giving up the most weight. But he's never the man giving up the most heart, the most endurance, the most effort. He's always giving 100%. I would say 110%, but it's simply not possible.
On the outside here, both men up to a 6 count. Back inside goes Bobby Moore to break the count.
The right back on top of him, solid boot right to the midsection, just below the sternum. Catches him again in the solar plexus area that time, forcing the wind out of Kyle Matthews. Now pulls him out as he goes up top to do more damage.
Bobby Moore not quite to the top here. He's going to that second rope. Comes down with a knock the wind out of you there, Kyle Matthews.
Reminiscent of a move used to be used by Big Van Vader. Bobby Moore, a somewhat smaller man than Vader, but still an awful lot of impact on that move. But Kyle Matthews trying hard to get to a vertical base, firing back, unwilling to give in at this point. Bobby Moore is going to come in. He's going to have a fight on his hands.
Kyle Matthews definitely got the support of the fans here in attendance, but cuts him off as Bobby Moore going for one more. Kyle Matthews for a drop kick.
Beautiful drop kick right there. The elevation, tremendous. But now Kyle Matthews, nothing left in the tank, at least at this moment, taking the opportunity within the 10 count to try to get some well-needed oxygen back into his lungs, try to recover a little bit from the abuse he's taken at the hands of Bobby Moore. It looks like Moore may be the first man up to his feet, but Kyle Matthews, being motivated by the crowd solidly behind this man, is made it to his feet too. Both men up at a vertical base, and it's on.
Chops a man across the chest twice and sends him down both times. 3 there with a clothesline. Kyle Matthews on fire here. Into the turnbuckle goes Moore, and
slingshots him right into the second turnbuckle hard as he comes up. Moore with a clothesline.
Another 2 count here in this bout for the heavyweight championship. Building up towards Sizzling Summer Bash. RampageProWrestling.net. Of course, all the details on upcoming live events, DVDs for purchase, and more.
Swing and a miss. Not so much there. Baseball slide of forms, and now Kyle Matthews is going to fly.
Look out at ringside. There he goes.
Suicide plancha takes down the bigger man. Matthews down also, but Matthews looks to be the man that's going to get to his feet first. He's back up, and he's on fire.
Listen to this crowd. They are loving every second of Kyle Matthews here on this very program, Rampage Pro Wrestling. Got to be the most popular superstar in Rampage Pro Wrestling as he climbs to the top rope. Going to fly across.
Look at the elevation.
More than halfway across the ring.
You're right.
Just a 2 count.
Kyle Matthews, though, still trying to keep his adrenaline flowing, trying to keep, at this point, his 4th, maybe 5th wind going. He's in the corner. Charlie Cash dangerously close. Referee looking right at it. Cash doesn't do it. They step up enziguri right there of a form using the ropes instead of the body. Forces the shoulder in, and now outside in, rolls through, and you're going to, no, catches the foot. Bobby Moore scouted Kyle Matthews there. Signature maneuver countered. So was that, though. Oh, and there it is. You heard that one all the way across the arena. Only a 2 count.
Not quite.
Crowd thought it was 3.
I thought it was over. I mean, Kyle Matthews, what a match here with Bobby Moore. Could main event anywhere. And right here, you're seeing it on Rampage Television. Imagine what you will see in person tomorrow at Johnny G's Fun Center for the Sizzling Summer Bash. All the details, RampageProWrestling.net. Check it out and join us live.
He's going for the Daka, but Bobby Moore rolls through, hooks the foot, has him down for a 2 count. Good counter there by Bobby Moore as Kyle Matthews went for the octopus submission, the Hidaka lock. Now Moore catches Kyle's, turns him over, and is going for a full Nelson, but Matthews is able to elevate, which is fighting off some of the effects, but no. Now, yes, flips through, hooks the leg. There's 1, there's 2, no. Counters back and forth between these 2 talented wrestlers. And speared out of his socks right there is Kyle Matthews. Almost best that he rolled out of the ring, or he could have lost the title right there, but Bobby Moore, searching for a second win himself, finds Matthews on the outside and goes after him. Referee Dustin Robinson saying, let's get it back into the ring. Count has been restarted, and Bobby Moore realizes he's not going to win the match. Mike Posey escaped by staying outside the ring. Bobby Moore wants to win this title.
The fan in me must say, Bill, this is my first time seeing Bobby Moore in live competition, and I'm impressed. I mean, with or without Charlie Cash, Bobby Moore is sure to make a name for himself in this business, professional wrestling. And Kyle Matthews, what an opponent. This match, I just didn't know what I was going to see when I got here today, and quite honestly, I'm loving every second of it.
Go behind a block. Look at, Matthews was able to break the move, but Bobby Moore smartly released the move, and now the referee smashed back into the corner, moving.
That's gonna hurt.
A lot of people call it the Slurpee kick because you're eating out of a straw afterward, and the man down at this point is Dustin Robinson. There's the cover. And there's no ref, but referee Dave Byers is rolled back in. He's got the count. There's 2. No!
1 official down, and we've got
Referee D. Byers going to attend to senior official Dustin Robinson. He's taking over this title match. Good that he was watching back on the monitor. And now you'll notice I mentioned that elbow pad. It's been fed into the ring by Charlie Cash.
There it is.
Swing and a miss, but not so much there. Hidaka. Wait, no. He can't. Bigger man. Yes, he's got it.
He's got it locked in. That could be it. It's got to be. It's over. How long can Bobby Moore hold on?
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still NWA RPW Heavyweight Champion, Kyle Matthews.
And we know what that means. Kyle Matthews going to Sizzling Summer Bash, but it's not over for the Cash Vault. Charlie Cash gets to pick an opponent.
A mystery opponent. It happens at Sizzling Summer Bash. Will we see this again? Kyle Matthews hand raised in victory with the championship. Could we see that? Sizzling Summer Bash. That's when the questions get answered.
We got
Bill.
more show coming up, too.
We'll be right back.